Hey Aries, welcome to Wild Pearl Tarot. Today we're going to be doing a timeless bonus reading for you. We're going to be starting with Oracle and then we're going to be moving on to Tarot. First, starting with the Angels of Abundance deck. If you would like for me to pray for you, if you'd like everybody else to pray for you as well, say hi in the comments section, even leaving an emoji, that works too. It's just providing us something that represents your energy that we can focus on. All right, so our first message of the day is block out distractions. Your life purpose and other priorities, Aries, need your undivided attention. So it's time for you to take charge of your schedule and working environment by turning off electronics and avoiding, not yet though, I have more messages for you. By turning off electronics and avoiding anyone or anything that distracts you from what's important. You already know what these distractions are, and you have the power and responsibility to block them out. Boom. All right, a few more messages for you. If you haven't yet, please hit the like button. If you love these readings, please consider subscribing. What's going on with my mouth? Why can't I say anything? I explore my wilderness and dance in pleasure. Ooh, I was raised by hippies, babe. That sounds like a hippie statement if I've ever heard one. I explore my wildness and dance in pleasure. Yes. Yes, lava. Any Saturday Night Live fans out there? Lava. All right, one more. I've got, I was chopping onions the other night and actually cut myself, so I'm a little gimpy today with this hand. All right, so messages out for Aries at the time of seeing this. If they fly out in reverse, that's how we read them. Respect when and where the cards lie. We got the Lover's card upside down. We've got the Seven of Rods, very much in your convictions. And then we have Ace of Swords. This is a message coming through, a realization that's really important, and the Magician. I'm going to get a couple more cards out before I actually dive into this because I want it to be pretty thorough for you. For my Aries, what's this Lover's card upside down? What's this Lover's card upside down, please? Make it clear. World card. Excuse me, the Wheel card. That's cool. So things are turning around. If you feel out of sync, out of alignment in love, or with a partner, this is a good sign that things are turning around. The Wheel card is also a very karmic card to remind you that you're exactly where you're supposed to be. So this was meant to happen, ultimately. This Lover's card, things might not have been in alignment. They might have been frustrating even, or off-putting, but this is a reminder that all things come around in good time. And so there was something to learn here, or there is something to be gained. But the Wheel brings in good luck. It brings in fresh and positive energy. What's the Seven of Rods for my Aries? Okay, so when I said that Seven of Rods it's standing by your convictions, it's standing by your beliefs, it's fighting off doubt when they arise, whether they're from other people or they're your own doubts. And it's specific to maybe a bad memory or something that kind of, with the Six of Cups upside down, it's something that it's something that's connected nostalgically. So it could be a relationship that goes way into the past. It could be family life or something, but there's a little bit of a bitterness there, or a negativity to a set of memories. And here's the Hanged Man. And so this has been kind of a stalled energy. There's been something that you're gaining clarity on, but it comes at a sacrifice of sorts. So it's not necessarily, I think you're moving through this energy actually at a good pace. At the time that you see this video, maybe it's already just passed. But with the Hanged Man, it's slow energy. And so I feel that a lot of you guys, with this energy, a lot of you guys are going to be rehashing. Be careful of ruminating, right? Because that's that going around and around in circles with that sense of like, that should have happened, this shouldn't have happened, that person did me wrong, or that, and so, and we all do that, right? But when we get in those cycles, sometimes they can be real stuck. Devil card energy, right? So, but this is working through the past. This is working through it, whether it was recent or it was a long time ago. This is connected to an energy that is very familiar to you, that is very close to you. So I feel that there's some reflecting, maybe kind of checking yourself. Like, am I right about this? Do I still feel this way? Yeah, I am right about this. Yeah, I do still feel this way. Oh, double energy right there at the bottom of the deck. Okay, well, I'd like to ask actually with this Hanged Man, because it's all about getting clarity and seeing things from a different perspective. And it reminds us of patience and at a sacrifice. But this hurt. This is the Three of Swords, and that can be painful. So this is just validating what you've been through, basically, Aries. Now we're going to move on to this Ace. This is fresh energy, okay? So remember that you do have this wheel. Things are changing. You are in amidst change, positive change. And I think it has something to do with this information coming in. So this is either an epiphany or a realization. It could be a fresh communication. Let's just find out. I love that at the bottom of the deck, we now have the Star card, which is your prayers being answered. Light at the end of the tunnel. It's grace. So this is stalled energy again. I think you're understanding a bigger picture as to why something wasn't moving forward. Maybe like something didn't come through that you were planning on. And this is going to shed new light on that. Sun card at the bottom of the deck. You're getting all these major arcanas revealing themselves at the bottom of the deck. And what this feels like is that there's a bigger picture in operation here. The surface area, you've experienced disappointment. You've experienced maybe things not going your way and unfolding the way that, of course, you'd like. Underneath, there's all this. There's the Devil card, the Star card, and the Sun at the bottom of the deck each time that's been popping its head out. And this is like something bigger is at play here. More about this Three of Wands in reverse. Oh my God. My cat is walking the ledge of the house. She'll be okay. Cats have 9 lives. Okay. Yeah, okay. So this has a sense of starting over, but in a really positive way. So things didn't move forward the way that you wanted with the Three of Wands in reverse, but we have the Two of Wands. And the Two of Wands is talking about making plans. So this was maybe rushing it previously when things weren't moving forward the way you wanted. Your ships weren't coming in, so to speak. It was because it was almost there's a sense of putting the cart before the horse. And so there's a natural order to things. I think you needed more information. You needed this epiphany or realization or clarity around something in order to now walk it back a little bit, put the cart back there, bring the horse around the front, and actually start building your plan of the direction where you're going. This is literally putting pen to paper. This is sketching things out. This is just the planning phase of something. All right, Magician card. Now we move on to a really fun and fabulous energy because you couldn't get farther away from everything we've talked about than the Magician. Magician is fresh. The Magician is manifesting. The Magician is talking about what's possible. Everything is at your fingertips. What is this for my Aries? And then we're going to circle back to that Lover's card because we haven't touched on that for a second. We have Temperance, transformation. What is this Seven of Cups in reverse for my Aries? Nice, there's our Star card. So now we're getting major arcana, 22 in a deck of 78. These are big, huge messages. This Magician, this creative energy of what you can manifest now is possibly bigger than you think. There's been a big transformation here. And I do feel, I'm going to go back to that throwing the cart before the horse analogy. I think for a lot of you Aries, I think that you have a lot of natural confidence and you're very brave when it comes to moving life forward. And sometimes for anyone who has the courage to step onto a ledge and take a leap of faith, sometimes what they have to learn is it's okay to actually work out the minutia. And there's something attached here to that. And it has something to do with all the options, narrowing the options of what you can build with this manifesting energy of the magician. And so I think that when we have the Seven of Cups upside down, it talks about all that glitters is not gold. It's important to be discerning. I want to walk it back to this Lover's card in reverse. This you were out of alignment. We have again the communicator of the Page of Wands. I just think this is new information coming to light about a situation that you had disharmony in a partnership. There was disappointment, and I think it's attached to, it came out with the King of Wands. And the King of Wands is a fiery individual and could very easily represent your energy, Aries. There's disappointment attached to this king. This king is known for having big visions. They are all about action. They're all about moving forward in life. They're all about that horse and cart situation. And I believe this is your energy. So I think that you learned something, Aries, possibly on social media or looking, sometimes we have to, as tarot readers, we bring tarot up to date with meanings, and I'll tell you why. We represent this to social media, online things that we can find out online research sometimes, but this is kind of, I think, seeing something in new light that maybe you found out online, that maybe has, while you've been out of alignment possibly with somebody else or in a partnership, I think because you felt blind for a bit there and kind of like, well, what's around the corner? I thought my vision looked like this and now it no longer does. I've got to kind of getting back into a realignment. The High Priestess energy is out there. This is your intuition. This is like she's guiding you. So you've gotten closer to that. All right, so what's next? Like, let's move it forward, right? What's next? What can I tell my Aries to pay attention to? What now? Patience is huge. You've got the patient cards of Temperance, of the Hanged Man. It's all throughout here. You've experienced setbacks, and the best thing you can do is read the writing on the wall and go with that flow. And the moment you stop resistance, things change. Okay, so Aries, advice for Aries. And of course, this comes with a disclaimer that you are weaving the tapestry of your own life. Never give all your power away to tarot. We have Two of Cups with the Star card. Your wish is being granted. The Star card represents being seen, being heard, your answer, your prayers being answered. And we have it out with the Two of Cups, which is the divine soulmate card. Now, if it's not romantic that you're relating to this reading, it's more like work and career oriented, I will say that this is a partnership that is incredibly balanced, equal compromise, reciprocity is, but this is a really beautiful thing. I think that you're well on your way with the Wheel card. This is divine. And I feel like this reading was really about giving perspective and validation that it's okay to go back to the drawing board. This is a place to manifest all the options and narrow them down and even make those to-do lists and those pros and cons lists if you need to. There's a very practical nature to this, and not resisting, acknowledging, believing in your convictions, and acknowledging your pain around something, okay? And that was in the past, but kind of recognizing, okay, that was over there, and then not resisting those setbacks, paying attention to those setbacks. And as soon as you do that, you switch up the energy and just watch what happens. I hope that is helpful. Block out distractions, explore your wildness, and dance in pleasure. Take good care. Bye-bye.